Let's swap. You two, James and Rita, are off to the States to cover the Trump election. They will have a great time there. Just a little foretaste of what one person who witnessed both a Trump and a Biden rally had to say. Have a listen.
Jerry Wayne here, just showing up at the Trump rally here in Michigan. And the contrast is completely different from the Joe Biden rally yesterday. Joe Biden's rally was more like a funeral. And Trump's rally today, it's more like a concert. There's so many people here. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Rita.
Well, James, you can go to the funeral, I'll go to the concerts. We will have both bases covered.
Listen, I keep saying Trump's going to win in a landslide. One of the reasons, Rita, Biden's efforts with teleprompters. Tell us about that.
Well, we've played the vision here. He really is Ron Burgundy. He reads out everything on the auto cue, including instructions like top of line, full stop.
Turn left.
That's it. Smile. But when a campaign staffer of his went on Fox News and was actually posed with a half difficult question, not just the airy-fairy fluff they've been served, he did not handle it well. Have a look.
Joe Biden ever used a teleprompter during local interviews or to answer Q&A with supporters?
Brett, we are not going to engage. This is straight from the Trump campaign.
But yeah, they're using it.
And what it does, Brett, is it's trying to distract the American people.
They're using it. They talk about it every day. Can you say yes or no?
That's because they talk about it every day, Brett, because they don't have a coherent strategy.
Well, you have an answer. Yes or no?
Brett, they talk about it every day because they don't have a coherent argument for why Donald Trump deserves re-election, deserves 4 more years. We know that he lied to the American people. We know that he has not shown leadership during this crisis, and they are desperate to throw anything they can against the wall to try to distract from that fact.
I understand, but you can't answer the question.
Brett, I am not going to allow the Trump campaign to funnel their questions through Fox News and get me to respond to that.
Just a simple yes or no question. Right. Is he using a teleprompter when it is clear that he is?
James?
Blind Freddy could tell you he is.
It's, you know, I mean, look, we've had so many episodes of this, but here's a clip. I think we have a clip from the James Corden show, which aired back in April, and you can see there is Joe Biden. He's just picked up this family picture in the middle of this interview, and if you look in the reflection,
you can see the reflection.
There's the teleprompter right there. So this was back in April that Biden was doing this interview, and so he clearly had a teleprompter there for the James Corden show. And we saw that other clip last week where Joe Biden said, "Move it up, please," because the answer wasn't scrolled up to the right part in that town hall he was doing with the labor movement. So clearly the big question, though, why did he send his press secretary onto Fox News? Why didn't Biden go on the show himself?
Well, here's why. Maybe he didn't. I'll tell you why. He didn't have his schedule. Have a look.
I carry with me. I don't have it. I gave it to my staff, but I carry with me in my pocket. Do I have that around anyone? Where's my staff? I gave it away anyway. I carry a schedule in my pocket.
I think that explains it all. It gets worse. Also,
Rowan, he tried to read out some numbers after that, and I tell you, it did not go well. At some point, he needs to face some tough questions because he has just been getting questions like, why aren't you angry at Donald Trump? Donald Trump has lied to America. Why are you not... you know, that's the hardest question he's been asked. It has just been softball interview after softball interview with the assistance of an auto cue, and he needs to face some tough questions before the debates. Otherwise,
well, I hope you two will get the chance to put them. I hope you two will get the chance to put some to him. But look, here's James. Tell us about Biden and China's support for him.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, this is the sort of... I mean, we can all sit here and have a laugh and a joke, but there is no question that Joe Biden is the China candidate. He is the Beijing-picked, Beijing-endorsed candidate of the Chinese Communist Party, which should make everyone very worried. Have a look at this clip.
State-run media has again seemingly given Joe Biden yet another de facto endorsement. They ran an op-ed this weekend.
It's a de facto, it's a glowing in-your-face endorsement.
Yes, and they say that, quote, Biden's worldview runs parallel to Beijing's. They talk about how if Biden is, quote, truly determined to reconcile with Beijing, nothing should stop him from coming to the negotiating table. And they draw many distinctions between Joe Biden's negotiating tactics and that of Donald Trump's.
So that lady there was quoting from the Global Times, which is the very loud mouthpiece of the Chinese Communist Party in Beijing, and saying that Biden runs parallel with Beijing. This is a huge indictment, and I reckon that ought to be just a campaign ad that Trump can run right now all the way through November.
Rita, we talk a lot on the show about identity politics and the whole idea of white guilt or whatever it is, privilege. It's got it nasty.
Well, this clip is just incredible. It's from a flight where a woman basically won't allow anyone to pass her in the aisle because that would be white privilege. This clip is critical race theory in action. Have a look.
What do I gotta listen to? Nobody's blocking you. What I gotta listen to? Are you my boss? You are white privilege. You're not my boss. Okay. Sit down. Sit down. Oh, thank you. You're not my boss. I need to. And you're not my boss. You're white privilege. Sit down. You don't have privilege over me. Oh, I don't. Thank you. You have privilege. No, but all of a sudden you got to go back here. You wait for me to get to my bathroom and have respect for me like you've been having.
Call them now.
Call them.
I need
Call
to get
them.
to my door.
Good. And I need to get to my bathroom. So you rate and respect people. You have white privilege.
We've just got to stop pandering to this madness. This is like just craziness that people are judging others and treating them based on their skin colour. I don't know, call me crazy, but in my book, that's textbook racism.
Of course it is. Of course it is.